long before we start up the movement? How long we gon' keep letting them do us? How long before we start up the movement? How long we gon' keep letting them do us? How long before we say fuck this piece shit and grab them clappers? How long before we lose our voices shouting Black Lives Matter? How long we gon' keep letting them disrespect our president? How long we gon' keep letting them terrorize our residents? I'm sick of this shit, it's word to Bernie Mac. How long before we police ourselves, take our own streets back? How long for Uncle Tom here and hate on this shit? How long before they take a shot at me for making this shit? How long I gotta wait for justice for Josiah Shaw? How long we gotta fake it till we can take it and whack 'em all? How long we not gonna make these youngers pull their pants up? How long we gonna keep letting them shoot us down with our hands up? How long we gonna keep killing our own and making these streets hot? How long will what I say to you stay with you when the beat stop? How long's your attention span? How long you watch the news? You ain't down to shake shit up with the rebels for the cause? I ain't talking to you.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing tonight? Welcome to Provoke Thoughts Live. Happy to be here, man. Happy Wednesday to y'all. It's hump day. And it seems like that every hump day end up being Trump day because we got to talk about some shit that's going on with this man. It's a lot going on, man. I'm irritated and I'm very upset. Reason why is that, 5 years ago, I literally saw people turn on a man based off of stories and propaganda. I literally saw a man get taken to court and prosecuted based off of public outcry, or as what news pointed out to us is called the wrap-up smear. Situation to where they try to use humiliation and people's morals, which tend to be the people that really don't have any morals, to judge you in the court of public opinion, get you prosecuted, and then you have a female come out and tell these vague, wild, stupid stories about what happened. And they can't remember half of it, but yet they want to make you think that, they can remember every single thing about the sex. Now, our most recent fake ass victim, Stormy Daniels, who had no business testifying about the shit she was testifying about, decided that she wanted to say that she felt like she was drugged, that she felt like she was being intimidated in the power structure in the room, and all of this was a problem for her, and she was pretty much just shaken up by all of this shit. Now, Stormy Daniels, lady, in quotation marks, you are a porn star, sweetheart. And I'm almost sure that when you walked into that room that day and they said, hey, we gonna have 5 big 10-inch black ones for you today, and you're gonna have to take one in each hole in succession, and they're gonna switch up on you. Were you intimidated, Jen? No, you weren't. You decided to state that you felt like that you were intimidated by a man when you have done everything. You were threatened and all of this, but we know that in 2011, you decided to get your NBA broken. And you decided that you wanted to write a book. Now, it didn't become profitable to you until Donald Trump was running for president. And At the end of the day, I feel like you're a ridiculous liar. I feel like that you are trash, whether you were in the porno industry or not. You're just trash because I don't believe anything that you say at all. You signed 2 documents that stated that you didn't do anything with this man. One of those profited you $130,000 from Michael Cohen. And that's the only reason why you signed it. Because you already got your consideration a long time ago for the NDA you signed a long time ago, sweetheart. Nobody's stupid. We know that at 45 years old, 9 chances out of 10, that career is blue, 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 gone. It's down the toilet. And I don't believe that you have any integrity. I don't believe that you have any couth. You're an uncouth person. You sat in the courthouse and you tried to tell jokes to try to get the jury on your side. And the only thing that you need to be standing on in a courthouse is the truth. And if you're not telling the truth, one thing that I always say, the truth don't need no help. And you literally were trying to help the truth with your little comedy shtick and all that stuff. And it was cute, whatever. No one laughed. As a matter of fact, you upset that man so bad that he got to cussing and fussing in the doggone courtroom. It's so sad, and it's so sad that now the media, they can't do anything with you. So that's my take on that. I mean, I'm not going to go. We're going to get into it. We got a little something to do. We got some things to do, and I'm getting little hand signals and stuff. So without further ado, we have to do our thing, and we got to bring people on proper. We got a couple people that are in here. So we're gonna bring on my brother Noobs, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about this thing a little bit. What's going on, my man? How you feeling?
Sloppy Daniels.
I
initially, and this was years ago now. I mean, how long have we been hearing about this story? Initially, I figured, yeah, he probably did it, so what? But man, after hearing her mouth over the last couple of days, I don't even believe that anymore.
Can you still hear me, man? I had a phone call. It's
yeah, I got you. So, I mean, she has convinced me now. I think as sure as anybody on the outside looking in and just listening can be, now I don't even think he had anything to do with that woman. I think the reason that, and I used to think that maybe, she got paid because, Trump didn't want to make, a mess with his wife. You know what I'm saying? But now I think that it was handled in the background, that Michael Cohen had something to do with it. It had everything to do with it. And Trump probably didn't find out about any of it until like 2015, 2016.
Absolutely not. I do understand, that, a lot of times, especially with, what we've talked about at length at times with R. Kelly, that there were things going on behind the scenes that he knew nothing of.
Yeah, right.
So, when you got a person that's here and there and there and here and, all of that. And of course, he had to trust people. And that's the issue because, when you trust certain people and people feel like that you don't give them what they need, then they tend to turn on you.
Yeah, and I do think there's probably something to the story that he's sour grapes about some position he think he should have had inside of Okay.
All right, so we got Nisi in here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and bring her up before we do our. Okay, so we're gonna bring her up before we do the video and get everything rolling. Nisi, what's up, baby?
Hello. Hey, sweetheart. How you guys doing?
We doing pretty good. How you doing?
I'm holding on. Holding
Still
on.
driving.
Oh
I'm
man,
almost there.
it's been an hour ride, man. It's crazy.
It has been. That's why you got to make sure you got everything on the road.
You can't forget nothing in nobody's house. Like, damn, I forgot my phone. Shit. Can you FedEx that to me overnight, please? I'm not coming back out there. Serious. So, Nisi. Stormy.
Did you watch any of that mess today?
I did look at a little bit of it, and I turned it off because it started to bring back up some old stuff that we try to suppress. But
Yeah.
I started to listen, though. I did listen to interviews and people that's been speaking, and of course, they played some of it on YouTube, and so I did listen to what I did listen to. I'm going to say this here. I'm more disappointed in our government than I am
yeah, no doubt.
anything. And my reasons for being more disappointed in our government is because I've been saying since I have been in this fight for Rob and Dr. Cosby, I never thought that I would see in my time the government literally, blatantly breaking the law just to get a conviction.
It's ridiculous and it's on every level.
And I think it's happened before. Before. It's just now we have the internets, to get stuff out fast. And so
thank God that we do.
Yeah, because before that, what do we have? Newscasters that were the authority in modern news. Guys like Dan Rather and
Peter Jennings, Ed Koppel.
Oh my goodness, and so there's no media out there that's going to contradict that. And so the only thing that is new is the part where we now know that they've been full of shit all along.
Well, what I'm thanking God for, you guys, is that it's actually being displayed for everyone to see. Because when it came to Rob's case, if you didn't go there, you didn't know what went on. You was relying based upon these transcripts that's now being read on different platforms. And because the media, what they were presenting was blatantly lies. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't fault the people that was inside the courtroom, the media that was inside the courtroom. Once I learned that they were not the ones that's going to be reporting, they were there to gather the data, but the data that they was gathering and presenting, taking back to them, to the people that's going to be presenting, was not what they presented. They already had their minds made up what they were going to present days before, because this is how they operate. This is how they that's how they do things. And you had some of the people that worked for CNN literally quit because they felt that they didn't want to be affiliated with someone that willfully lying on a person that you coming out here presenting whatever news you're presenting to the public. They're believing that, like my grandmother, my great grandmother, they really relied on the media. They believed that the media, if it came from the media, it was telling the truth. But now these people are saying you're lying on this man, and this man is not the monster that he's being presented to the public.
Right.
But
And
that's
so,
what go ahead on.
and so check this out. And this is kind of old. Let me see how old this is. Man, this is 4 years ago. You guys ever heard of Project Veritas?
Actually, no.
No. Oh, well, here. James O'Keefe. Does that name ring a bell?
Yeah,
That name's not familiar. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let me just show you this clip here. We don't have to do the whole thing. I mean, she gets to the meat of it pretty quick.
I've had the story for 3 years. I've had this interview with Virginia Roberts. We would not put it on the air. First of all, I was told, who's Jeffrey Epstein? No one knows who that is. This is a stupid story. Then the palace found out that we had her whole allegations about Prince Andrew and threatened us a million different ways. We were so afraid we wouldn't be able to interview Kate and Will that also quashed the story. And then Alan Dershowitz was also implicated in it because of the planes. She told me everything. She had pictures. She had everything. She was in hiding for 12 years. We convinced her to come out. We convinced her to talk to us. It was unbelievable what we had. Clinton, we had everything. I tried for 3 years to get it on, to no avail, and now it's all coming out, and it's like these new revelations, and I freaking had all of it. I'm so pissed right now. Like every day I get more and more pissed because I'm just like, oh my God, what we had was unreal. Other women backing it up. Hey, yep. Brad Edwards, the attorney, 3 years ago, saying we.
And so this is how they do, man. They pick and choose what gets put out there.
There will come a day when we will realize Jeffrey Epstein was the most prolific pedophile this country has ever known. I had it all 3 years ago.
But was he the pedophile? That's the question. Was he really the pedophile?
You know what? At this point, it doesn't really matter because he was definitely trafficking. But that's not even the point. The point of this video, in our context at least, is that it doesn't matter what the story is. The story that you get is not what's really out there. The story that you get is the story that they want to tell you, and that is all.
Hey, Niecy, get that camera together for me.
Oh, I was gonna have to put a price tag on that in a minute.
Stop posing and shit.
Shut up, noob.
Oh man, she's over here fishing.
Shut up, noob. Shut up. Well, anyway, I'm just saying, I think that I appreciate now, God knows I do, and I believe that with Derek, Provoked Thoughts and Big Bio Opinions and Spitting Fire and others, I think that where you guys are going now, it's opening up. You may not see it, but it's really opening up some doors that that mainstream media is now shaking, because they now know they got some competition. They have some people that's gonna do what is necessary. And I can't forget Firebrand. These people are gonna do what's necessary to make sure the truth gets out, no matter what. This man should not be sitting in no courtroom. He should be out being able to fight and to become the president of the United States. And information that I sent you guys, sent you in news, that there were it showed how, I forgot how many votes that was literally there, but they did not. That man literally won. He should be the sitting president happening as we speak.
But we knew that. I mean, a lot
But
of us knew that
no.
already.
But now that they have the evidence, you have not heard not one newscaster speak on it.
They still ain't gonna do nothing about it. They won't. They won't. And see, so now, I mean, we know, and you know, shit, man. If y'all set up the night of the election, you knew right then and there what had happened, because you know, if you were sitting there watching in detail, the vote counted, and then it backed up, and then it stalled. And I mean, if you were watching it in real time, you were up out of your seat going, man, nobody is going to fall for this BS. And look what happened.
They fell for it.
They fell for it.
Boy.
Now we got this slobbering idiot running around in the White House.
I know that's right. Hey, Musically Fit, what's up, man?
What up? How y'all doing?
What's up, man?
It's
Talk to me.
y'all. I'm kind of behind with where we at in the conversation, but
Okay. So have you been following this case with Trump a little bit?
yeah,
You know that they had Stormy Daniels on the stand, right?
yeah.
So this case is about bookkeeping and numbers. What the hell that got to do with sex?
Man, look, I'm gonna tell you, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna come out the gate, bro. It's up. We tired of them, bro. They playing with us, bro, for real, and they don't. They're trying to create this narrative about things so they can just control us and make us think that someone's the bad guy. They do it like this a certain way for a reason, so that they can get the mass group thing. The example is kind of like how we saw with this beef that's been going on with Drake and Kendrick, how he was able to get the people's hearts in such a way that now once you're slandered in media, it's kind of hard for your fan base to believe you. So it's kind of that same thing they're trying to do with Trump. They want to slander him in such a way so that it's hard for people to see the truth, because you're not going to be able to see the truth when you got every major news, outlet saying, "Oh, he's a criminal." You got people like her getting on the stand saying silly shit that's not true because they want to control our minds. It's unbelievable.
It is. So we're going to segue, and this is, he calls me when I go on their channel, his brother from another mother, because his name is Unwoke Thoughts. And this guy is real profound. He's a part of Firebrand Media. What's going on, Joe? How you doing? What's going on, Rowan Flynn? How are you feeling? And what's going on to my man Juan Vigil? How you doing? J Rock, what's going on? You know that link is there for you, buddy. So pretty much what he's going to do is he's going to give us some meat and potatoes of what this lady actually said at the trial, because there is somebody in there that can do stenography on the phone through Twitter or X. Shout out to my Xers, and they do pretty good. So here you go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back to continue day number 13 of Donald Trump's hush money trial, where this trial has gone completely off the rails. And
unlucky 13 for the prosecution.
Thankfully, we have our guy, Inner City Press, reporting from inside the courtroom and letting us see the scene, everything that is going on there in the courtroom, what the judge is saying, what the prosecution is saying, and of course, what Trump's defense is saying. So we've had some crazy stuff happen since we've been gone. Todd Blanche moved for a mistrial, which the judge denied. And Stormy's story doesn't really seem to be holding very much water. Even CNN, yes, CNN is talking about it. And they're saying, I'm not sure that the jury is buying it. Listen.
Yeah.
Just one thing that I've been sort of noticing as this has gone on is that there have been a couple times where she seems to be cracking a joke, trying to get a reaction from the jury. And our reporters in the room have noted that the jury hasn't seemed to respond
No, they're
to
taking
that.
their job seriously.
I mean, what do you make of that?
Humor is risky in the courtroom, especially if you go in with lines. Like it looks like Stormy. If something happens spontaneously, if an easel falls over, people will laugh. They're human, but it's never going to work. If you go in there like, I'm going to amuse the jury, I'm going to sort of say this clever thing.
So it looks like Stormy Daniels had this whole script rehearsed and she was trying to make the jury and the court laugh. And this is really no laughing matter. And the jury really wasn't, picking up what she was putting down. But before we go back to the courtroom and watch this whole charade play out, there is a plane flying above New York City with a banner. And it says, when you indict him, you unite us. MAGA.
We froze.
Baby, I stand 10 toes down with that.
So somebody is making all of New York City aware that, listen, you better be careful with this one because everyone knows this is a scam trial. Everyone knows what the judge is trying to do here. The judge has already threatened jail time for Donald Trump. And not only that, but Eric Adams has come out and said, we are ready. Rikers Island is ready to imprison Donald Trump. So things are getting very tense, to say the least. But let's go back into the courtroom where we have Donald Trump's lawyer, Todd Blanche, and he is upset with this whole charade, everything that is going on. All of these questions, everything that Stormy Daniels said has nothing to do with a falsified business records trial. Remember, you might forget, we are talking about a falsified business record here. And Stormy Daniels is talking about sex with Trump, how she met him, and what does that have to do with this? And Todd Blanche is seeing this, and he said, this is insane. And he says, Judge, we move for a mistrial. Based on this morning's testimony, it was prejudicial and differs from the story she was peddling before. There was testimony about no condom, the spacing in the room, and the power dynamic. And he continues and he says, there was testimony about a second sexual advance, totally irrelevant to this case. She kept saying it was in a public place. What is the jury supposed to do about that? There was an objection sustained, but it still shows prejudice. And he continues and he says, guardrails didn't work.
Do you hear all of this shit?
Yep.
Oh my God.
And Derek, listen, when she interviewed before, that's what I sent you guys. She interviewed before. She said there was no sexual contact.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's why I think the sexual contact that she had was with Michael Cohen.
Thank you.
He was the one posing on the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord, let's keep it moving.
It is an issue.
Derek,
We're going to
he
cross
posing on the bed. He posing on the bed. I'm Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what's up. I believe. Look, it's a lot of theories that I have. We're gonna dive into all of that crap,
And we will never know.
Unless Michael Cohen break down on the stand or something.
Even then, we still won't know that what comes out of his mouth because it'll just be, there might be some truth to it, but the rest of it'll just be filled with self-serving garbage. There's no way that we will ever know what actually happened.
Yep. Before we move any further, J Rock, what's up? Talk to me.
Provoke, what's up with you?
I know you got something clever to say. I know you've been watching.
Man, look, why does it seem like it's just a repeat? Just take everything out that you said about R. Kelly and just throw it on Trump, and that's where we at.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much where we are.
Yeah.
This is the purpose of my channel. I've literally told people this shit's connected, whether you want to believe it or not. You know what the fuck you talking about? Watch. All the players are there. All of the scenarios are there to, make it seem. Just wait. You know what, J Rock? Let's proceed.
Shortly, presumably, but that's not really the issue. She testified today about consent, danger. It's not what she was peddling. Selling in 2016. And now the prosecutor butts in and says, well, her testimony today goes to the defendant's motive. The lack of condom has been out there for a long time.
Stop right there.
Don't even
Donald
care.
Trump. Donald Trump is a known germaphobe. Known. He from what she stated in her previous testimony, in her examination by the prosecution, he asked her, in the industry, does she wear condoms? She said, I'm allergic to condoms. It's what she told this man. Now, being a germaphobe, being married, and probably got a baby on the way, or born, and then he tells you that the wife that he probably been railing like he lost his mind because she's so fine, that they don't sleep in the same room together.
But they got a baby on the way.
18 years ago, girl, you better quit playing with me. Known germaphobe who doesn't even want to sleep in hotel rooms. You mean tell me he gonna go unsheath in somebody who's had thousands of them? Thousands. Think about it. Thousands.
Yeah, she's gross, and that's all. That's as far. I don't even want to go any further than that.
I will, but we're gonna proceed.
She's gross.
There were details.
We'll proceed.
She only remembered after a movie in 2019. They opened the door. They are the ones that put in an exhibit saying the 2011 threat was not true. Some of this will come out and cross, and I hope on redirect. She testified that she was not directly threatened and that she did not say no. Bertrand says, all right, I can rule on this. I agree there were things that would have been better left unsaid. I do think the witness was hard to control, but I do not believe at this point a mistrial is warranted. I was surprised that there were not more objections. At one point, the court objected. I think it is rich that the judge is sitting here saying that he is surprised that there were not more objections from the defense. 99% of the objections by the defense get overruled. Today has been a kind of a different day than before, where the judge seems to be sustaining a few more objections by the defense than normal, but still, he is sitting here saying, well, the defense needs to do their job and do the objections. Judge, you need to do your job and stop having a conflict in this, because you are trying to steer this narrative, and this is insanity.
Because your job as a judge is, if you see something going on in the courtroom that's going to cause irreparable damage or prejudice a jury, you're supposed to stop the questioning, that line of questioning. You're supposed to stop it. He didn't stop it, but he told them they should make more objections. Really? And in the very beginning, they asked them not to put this woman on the stand.
It's funny, Derek, that he's saying they should have had more objections. But in Robert's case, the judge did all the objections and the sidebars.
Right. She stepped in and said, we can't talk about that.
I need somebody to make this shit make sense to me.
I don't know if I can do it, but we're going to proceed.
But Merchan, he continues, if you want, I will give a limiting instruction as to the 2011 parking lot incident. And then Trump's lawyer, Nicholas, she says, well, we have moved in advance. And Merchan says, well, that's not accurate, Miss Nicholas.
If somebody threatened you in the parking lot, why are you talking again? What's happening? What's happening? What in the world, man? What in the world? He threatened you in the parking lot and you still went and tried. But this was before you was just trying to write a book. Oh, my goodness.
Nicholas says, it's why we didn't object at the time. Merchan says, all right, I'm going to deny your motion for a mistrial at this time. Do you want to discuss a limiting instruction? And then they have a sidebar. And then Merchan says, as discussed at
that good old-fashioned sidebar.
Yeah. And just as a reminder, I will from here forward refer to him as Merkin. Judge Merkin.
Yep. Because he's very murky, actually, to be honest with you. Don't like the guy at all. I've never even Never even met the guy. I don't like him. I'm not gonna say hate because that's a strong word, but I don't like the guy.
Nah, yeah, dude, yeah.
Liver lip. Look at them liver lips, man.
And
Liver lips.
what's the deal with the eyebrows, man? Why does he look like another one of those? You know, what's that horror series where that puppet is sitting there and it looks at you and says, "Do you want to play a game?" He looks like that.
Oh yeah, man, that dude is weird. He's weird. His daughter's weird.
I think I only saw one picture of her, because she's a nobody. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh my goodness. Don't pull up her.
No. Press on.
At the bench, we're going to take some more time. You'll be back to me by Thursday morning, okay? Okay, yes. With the consent of the defense, Miss Hoffinger has stepped out to give some instructions to her witness to stay focused and only answer what is asked.
Now? After you done told everything that you weren't supposed to say? That's rich. Yes, the richest. Now I'm going to need you to just go ahead and say, what needs to be said. Yes, no, and I don't recall. That's all you need to say. Niecy, am I lying? J-Rock, am I lying? Yes,
Nope.
no, and I don't recall. That's
And I don't recall. That's the lineup.
Yes,
that's the
no,
lineup.
I don't recall.
And the next step is you're gonna start crying.
I don't think the heifer started crying. She ain't got a tear.
Oh no, she don't she have to get it back on the stand?
Oh, she probably gonna cry later.
Yeah, she's gonna be back up there tomorrow.
Okay, she gonna cry. I'm trying to tell you, she gonna cry.
Listen, I have her. I'd be
That sounds about right.
I'd be cross-examining her all day. All day. We need the whole day. Y'all say y'all want 3 weeks. We finna get it for you.
I'm gonna be like this. Okay, now you want to start crying. I done seen a couple scenes that you were in, and you ain't cried in, so now you want to cry? Damn.
So we haven't even gotten into her cross. This is gonna happen, and this is gonna be silly. Oh my God.
Yeah, after the damage is already done. And then after some time, Stormy Daniels enters, and then we have the jury entering the courtroom. And we have Susan Hoffinger still questioning Stormy Daniel. And she says, okay, let's put up the delays in payment. Put up the email up on the exhibit. And Stormy Daniels is reading from the email from the exhibit. And she says, no funds have been received. My client says the deal is off unless funds are received by 5 p.m. This is from Keith. The AB initit. No idea what that means. And the prosecutor says ad initio. Okay. And so Daniel says, I spoke to Slate. They weren't going to pay me. And the prosecutor continues. So this new agreement, did you sign it? Yes. And the side letter agreement. Well, I signed it on October the 28th, 2016. And did Keith Davidson take a few? And Gina? Yes. And did the Wall Street Journal reach out to you? No. Was Mr. Trump elected? Yes, he was. And how was your 2017? It was great. It was my best year ever.
It was one of my best years ever too. How about it?
Mm-hmm.
I bet you benefited. What do you mean? Effa.
I got a horse riding award. My neighbors didn't know.
A horse riding
award?
J-Rock.
Which horse?
The white horse. Oh man. That's you can't make none of this shit up. This is crazy.
Okay.
Oh, they live next to Stormy Daniels. Only a mom. And what's this, Ms. Daniels? That is Keith Davidson's email. The prosecutor says, was it cleverly misleading? Objection. Sustained. And did you see this 2018 story? Stormy says, it outed me. It hurt my daughter. Her father. Objection. Sustained. Now Merchan is sustaining a lot more objections from the defense. He's got to get this trial back on track because this thing flew way off the rails and everyone can see it. And so now He's got to realign it. So the prosecutor's like, okay, were you scheduled to go on the Jimmy Kimmel show? Stormy answers, yes, Gina brought me clothes and brought me Keith Davidson as well. And he had another statement. I signed it as Stormy Daniels, but unlike any other time I signed, it was a tip-off to Kimmel.
She did that shit on purpose.
And she continues, Michael Cohen was writing a book. It made me mad. He could talk about it and I couldn't. And did Michael Cohen file a TRO against you? Yes, he did. So did you hire Michael Avenatti? Yes, we canceled the NDA and got fees.
Now we're talking.
There it is.
In your book, Full Disclosure, does it describe both the encounter with Mr. Trump and incidents in your childhood? Yes, I later found out that Michael Avenatti had done some editing. And did Avenatti file a defamation case? Yes, he did, but I did not agree to it. I thought it was risky. The prosecution asks, did Avenatti put out a sketch regarding the 2011 threat? And did Mr. Trump tweet out, quote, con job? Yes. Now, was Mr. Trump awarded legal fees? Yes, he was. Is Mr. Avenatti your lawyer now? Stormy laughs and she says, no, he's in jail. Well, have you paid the legal fees? No, I don't have the money. And
she ain't got the money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
still
We
tripping.
knew that. We knew you didn't have the money.
Broke head.
I'm still tripping about the part when it said that Michael Avenatti did some editing. Editing on what?
Okay, so wait. We're gonna talk about this because didn't she sue Michael Avenatti for stealing money from her?
Yes.
Yep.
How could he steal money from you? You didn't have, and that's not what you said. Here, you didn't say nothing about he stole money from me. None of that shit. That don't even make sense. You didn't have the money, he didn't pay you. And I ain't on Michael Avenatti's side. But damn. Come on, lady. That's crazy. This story, she's all over the place. Doesn't that remind you of anything?
I told you that woman was hot.
She all over the place. This is all over the place testimony that ain't even get no business in the courtroom. But let's go.
I don't think it was fair. Any relation to this case? Stormy says no. Did you go on podcasts with Michael Cohen? Stormy says, yes, I wanted to hear him apologize. And he did. Then we did one with Michael Avenatti. Well, did you get $100,000 from a documentary?
We need to find that shit.
Yes. Now, a truth is shown, a post from True Social by Donald Trump, which references Stormy Daniels as Horseface. This
Accurate assessment.
is People's Exhibit 408A. Now, another post is shown which calls Michael Cohen a jailbird and a sleazebag. And the prosecution asks, has he called you sleazebag before? Stormy says, yes. And is the post false? Stormy says, it is. What do you...
Really?
Why is it false?
And who said it was false?
Yeah.
You are a sleaze bag. You work in sleaze.
No shit.
You work in sleaze. Your job is to be the sleaziest and the sluttiest. And if you not, guess what? You ain't gonna get no money. Ain't nobody gonna watch you.
Nope.
Good Lord. J Rock, what you got over there? Some chicken?
I just got through eating not too long ago, but I tell you what, you talk about. I'm sorry, I'm still on the whole the horse riding award. I haven't even gotten off that.
It's tough, ain't it? Oh shit! This testimony is it's got a Azriel feeling to it. Oh shit!
I can tell you right now. What was the name? What was the name of that song back in the day? If you wanna ride,
don't
ride the wide horse.
I'm telling you, this shit got a Clary feeling to it, man.
You do.
It's got that feel. Oh my goodness. Let's go.
What do you guys think? Is Stormy Daniels a sleazebag? I'll let you answer.
I just did. She is.
Answer down below. But the prosecution says no further questions. And Judge Bertrand says, all right, defense, it's your witness.
Whoa,
And now
hold
we
on,
have
hold
Donald
on.
Trump's
Pause that.
lawyer.
What?
The
We
woman
got
that
this.
just popped up here, I swear. Look, is it me? Or does this woman look a hell of a lot like the woman that tried to accuse Bill Cosby?
Mhm.
I don't. Well, yeah.
Yes,
All you gotta
she
do is
do.
color her hair. Just color her
Yes,
hair.
she do.
But this is
The
Trump.
big T.
This is Trump's lawyer. Okay.
I'm just saying. I saw that
Before-
face and I had a flashback.
Before we attack the woman, this is Trump's attorney.
I'm just saying. I saw a face and had a flashback.
Oh God! Before we go in, you're like, "Ah!" Y'all was finna attack this lady.
Man,
Come
look.
on.
All I know is I was like, ain't no way that Bill Cosby had anything to do with that Kevin Bacon looking bitch.
Oh my God, Kevin Bacon, huh? Huh, not Kevin Bacon. Y'all crazy. But anyway, let's keep it moving.
Susan Necklace coming up to cross-examine Stormy Daniels. And she walks up and she says, all right, Miss Stormy Daniels, I represent President Trump. You've met with prosecutors and you rehearsed your testimony, correct?
Yes. And if you say no, you a lie. She said no.
Somebody says, I didn't rehearse.
Same
What are you talking
question.
about?
Oh,
Well,
yes,
you
baby. This
pretended
is
to be
deja vu.
cross-examined, correct? Daniel says, no. Necklace says, well, you said mock. And Daniel says, well, that's no longer right.
Huh? Huh? How's
It's
that?
no longer right. So when was it wrong?
Rewind that part.
I represent President Trump. You've met with prosecutors and you rehearsed your testimony, correct? Somebody says, I didn't rehearse. What are you talking about? Well, you pretended to be cross-examined, correct? Daniel says, no. Necklace says, well, you said mock. And Daniel says, well, that's no longer right. Well, you said you...
What the? I'm trying not to say the word. What was that?
You know what that was? That was the I didn't say that. The government's made me say it.
Exactly. That's no longer correct. Because if you mess up, you go into jail. But you've already jacked it up. You've fumbled this rock.
You did adult films for more money, correct? Stormy says, don't.
Not for more money. For money. Period.
Don't we all? That's what we do here.
Wait a minute. Don't we all? No, we don't. No, we don't. Don't we all? Niecy, do you do adult films for money?
Hell no.
AJ Rock, do you
If
do
you
adult
want to
films for money?
ride, don't ride the white horse.
Hey, Noobs, you got the porn stash over there.
I don't do that. I don't do that shit anymore.
You the one with the.
He said anymore.
No.
Woo wee. Dang, man. Oh God, everybody's doing it. That's the same shit Nathan Wade said. No, they not. Oh my God.
Hey, it's
Stormy, no.
it's as American as apple pie. I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
I'm done. I'm done.
Unbelievable. What's happening here, man? This is crazy. You let this in a court? Oh, Jesus.
All don't do adult films for money. I'm sorry to disappoint you. That's not normal. But Necklace continues and she says, well, you hate Donald Trump, don't you? Daniel says, yes, I do.
This witness is a hostile witness and she's highly prejudiced. She needs to go. Why do you hate him? Why? Because he called you accurately a horse face? I think that you know what's messed up. I'm sorry,
And a
Ms.
dropped
Nichols.
up hooker.
I'm sorry, Miss Nichols, but you got one too. I'm sorry.
And you wrote you'll dance when he's jailed. So
There's no way she should be on this stand. Dance when he's jailed. This is
he
crazy.
was like, what do you mean? Well, can you show me that? And so they show it to her. And Trump's lawyer, Nicholas, says, here it says you wrote when he is selected to go to jail. And then she stops. You just, wait a second, Stormy. Did you just laugh?
Funky Heifer. Laughing. She think it's funny. She thinks that this shit is funny.
Can I say something right there, Derek?
Go ahead and knock it on out. Somebody say
You
something.
know why she think it's funny? Because she looked at Dr. Cosby's case. She saw Robert Sylvester Kelly's case. And she saw the government standing up for well-known line hookers like her. And she know she is going to get a pass for lying on the stand because they've given everybody else a pass. Because that's what the government do.
And it's accurate. She is a hooker.
Yeah, she get paid. You know, and I gotta be nice about it. I actually did a video earlier. So if you all want to go and check out that video, that would be nice. It was an early morning going to get my coffee rant, and it's good because it was fresh off the brain and early in the morning. Well, in the afternoon, in the evening, I just don't give a damn. It doesn't matter. it all day long. I don't
sometime when the sun was up.
Oh man, I don't give a damn. I mean, even when I'm asleep, I don't give a shit. I was probably snoring. Fuck Stormy Daniels. You know, type of shit. You know, that's the type of person I am. And I'm gonna try to keep it at that one. I've been doing pretty good. Yeah, you could. So let's go ahead. Joe Brandon says you could buy her for $10K. So Michael Cohen overpaid.
And got underlaid.
Oh my goodness. So, but you got to think about if there's $10K now, Joe, what was the price back in 2016? Because you're factoring in inflation. And I would love for you to go ahead and do some calculations for me, Joe.
She still wasn't worth it.
Man, shit. I would say $10. Maybe a bag of weed. I don't know. Here, take this sack and give it up.
And Donald Trump said he wasn't paying her nothing.
Absolutely. Nothing. And that's the problem, and that's why she's sitting here on this stand. And she's probably a criminal, and we're going to find out a little bit about that.
And Stormy Daniels says, well, because someone else wrote this. It's funny. Necklace says, it's not because you think this is all funny, is it? Stormy says, no. Necklace says, well, you owe him $500,000 in legal fees. Is that
motive? There's our motive for her even being. She owes this man. And if he goes to jail, she feels like she doesn't have to pay this man. She's felt like she didn't have to and did not pay this man.
Right? Somebody says, I'm not sure of the dates. Trump's lawyer says March 2020.
Wait a minute. What did she just say? Let's go back because she said something really goofball. Makes no sense.
And you wrote you'll dance when he's jailed. Somebody's like, what do you mean? Well, can you show me that? And so they show it to her. And Trump's lawyer, Nicholas, says, here it says you wrote when he is selected to go to jail. And then she stops. You says, wait a second, Stormy. Did you just laugh? And Stormy Daniels says, well, because someone else wrote this. It's funny. Nicholas says, it's not because you think this is all funny, is it? Stormy says, no. Nicholas says, well, you owe him $500,000 in legal fees. Is that right? Stormy says, I'm not sure of the dates. Trump's lawyer says, March 2022. You were...
Okay.
What does dates have to do with owing somebody?
J-Rock, help me out here. Noob, somebody, Nisi, because I'm oh my God.
Look, man, I'm trying to make sense of this myself. I'm still trying to.
Oh my God. I mean, I've been
If
drinking.
that ain't Fatback Funny Willis, oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. She said, I'm not sure of the dates.
Dan, did you say Fatback Fanny?
I said Fatback Funny.
Fatback Fanny is what you said. Now, hold on, man. You owe him $500,000 in legal fees. I'm not sure.
But I'm not sure of the dates.
You owe him $500,000 in legal fees.
But I'm not sure of the dates. 500,000 does not have anything to do with dates. Back, Fanny.
Okay. Well, do you remember what was you at? I was like, what were you at on October 2016? I'm not sure of the dates. That would have made more sense.
No, you ask her that, she gonna say, I'm not sure of the amount.
I'm not sure how much money. Wait.
Now guess why she said it?
Why?
Because that was the response that she had rehearsed to give whenever the amount that she owed to Donald Trump came up. And so he had just asked her about whether or not she had been coached before coming onto the stand.
Thank you, noobs.
Yeah, noobs. Yes, sir. That makes a perfect amount of sense.
That's to throw it off. And it goes back to what you initially coming on here for, Derek.
So she didn't listen to the question. She only partially heard the question. And but she heard the question many times behind closed doors before she went up to go sit in that chair in that courtroom.
And they forgot, because remember, she cracked out on that stand now.
I can't believe that answer. I can't believe that shit. If I was a juror, I'm already like, look, and being impartial. Even if you're impartial and you don't even have a dog in the fight, man. Good Lord. Just, oh my goodness.
You don't have to like the man, but you can understand and you should put yourself in the same situation.
Because this could be you. This could be somebody lying their ass off on you on a witness stand.
Yep.
And you got a gag order. You can't look, I don't know no fucking Keanu. The bitch is lying. Type shit. Like DMX said in Belly. I'm just quoting a movie. So, oh my God. That was a fumble. Oh my God.
Necklace says, it's not because you think this is all funny, is it? Stormy says, no. Necklace says, well, you owe him $500,000 in legal fees. Is that right? Stormy says, I'm not sure of the dates. Trump's lawyer says, March 2022. You were ordered to pay attorney's fees.
I like the way the lawyer went right. Look, March 2022, Heifer. You was ordered.
Boy, here I got him. Yeah, that's not a problem. Yeah.
March 2022. Don't play no games.
For the appeal too, correct? Yes.
She got to pay $500,000 and more money for the appeal, which means you full of shit. That was a defamation case.
And more in 2023 because of your frivolous suit. Objection. Sustained. Next.
Why sustain that? Why?
Let's continue. She says, you have money, correct? Stormy says, we all have money.
True.
Well, you said you would never
Who
pay.
told
Is
you
right?
that? Who told you that?
Well, do we
Who
all have
told
money?
you we all have money?
Whether it's a couple dollars, you got people that ain't got nothing. The question was, do you have money? Yes. So this is her being combative,
Being sarcastic,
and being an ass, pretty much.
That sounds just like old girl on the stand when Kennick was questioning her, being sarcastic.
Being an absolute ass for no reason at all.
Then all of a sudden, talking about she hyperventilating. Girl, man.
Get your hyperventilating ass on out of here. You know what I'm saying? Breathe, take short breaths. You be all right. Let's go.
Trump's lawyer says, March 2022. You were ordered to pay attorney's fees for the appeal too, correct? Yes. And more in 2023 because of your frivolous suit. Objection. Sustained. Necklace continues. She says, you have money, correct? Stormy says, we all have money. Well, you said you would never pay. Is that right? That's correct. Necklace moves to offer her tweet into evidence. Prosecution. Objection. Merchan. Sustained. Okay, can you guys approach? Then they have a sidebar, and Merchan seems to have changed his mind, and he says, okay, this is accepted into evidence in the tweet, and it says, I will go to jail before I pay a penny. This is from Stormy Daniels. Now, Necklace, she continues, and she says, that was you saying you didn't care about a federal order. Is that correct? And Stormy says, I won't pay for telling the truth. Well, you wrote this. I don't owe him, and I'll never give that orange turd a dime. And Stormy says, yes.
Damn. You talking all that shit.
But you sitting here, let me go there. I got to go there, y'all. You're not talking to anybody. You're talking to the former president of the United States of America.
And from what you say, you had sex with an orange turd.
Yeah, that's what she said.
That's how I know you did not have sex with him. Hooker.
It's hot in the kitchen tonight, but it's okay. We gonna keep it rolling.
And you make fun of how he looks too, correct? Daniel says, well, he did it first.
He did it first.
We're gonna go the juvenile route now.
Yeah, this is kid shit. This is some kid shit that
you did it to me, Derek. You did it to me, Jay, and I'm gonna do it back to you.
Hey, shout out to my man Brandon for getting me together. All right, Brandon, I get some coffee and maybe a donut or two in the morning. I love you, man. You are all right with me, sir. This shit right here is absolutely retarded. And I'm so glad that we got the panel that we have with the adverse opinions from different places in America that can really get down to this. This is insane. You got to be kidding me. I'm going to run it back just a few seconds.
We need, before you go further, Derek, we need everybody to share, like, subscribe, and share. We're almost there. Almost there. We need some more subscribers, please. I'm asking. I'm pleading.
Listen, people, and I'm telling you, all of my R. Kelly supporters that come on here, I need you to listen, and I need you to listen good. Because if you are R. Kelly supporter and you can't support Trump and you hearing this, something wrong with you. Something's wrong. Because this is absolutely, this case is crazy. Now,
repeated history all over. Repeat it.
This is crazy. This is crazy. Yella Beezy, you know you got to bring your behind up in him. You know, so we're going to go ahead and make it, create a lane for you. It ain't too much going on in the chat, but since you are here, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that you get set up. So there you go. Craziness. And I'm just glad that somebody is reading this transcript or what we got here. And it's making sense to me. It's making sense to everybody on this panel. This is blowing my mind because I've heard a lot of this foolishness already.
I will go to jail before I pay a penny. This is from Stormy Daniels. Now, Necklace, she continues, and she says, that was you saying you didn't care about a federal order. Is that correct? And Stormy said,
not at all, because the feds let her know already that if she testifies against this man, she ain't got to worry about shit.
Derek, okay, now it's her saying it's her that wrote it. Y'all pay attention to that.
Right.
She's saying she wrote that, but she didn't write that. Y'all better talk black to me. Thank you, Vicky Dillon.
This shit right here is like mind-boggling to me. It's mind-boggling. I can't wrap my mind around this. If I ever tried, I just can't. I can't. Why is this woman on the stand? And still, we haven't talked about any bookkeeping or anything like that. This is basically.
But we're talking about this man's whole sex life.
We haven't talked about anything at all about bookkeeping and numbers because
He ain't held her hostage.
we already found out that this heifer can't count.
She was saying with Dr. Cosby.
Listen, what's 1 + 1, Stormy? X.
12.
What? X.
11.
No, X. Because she said that she don't know the dates. So you owe $50,000. I don't know what time it is. What you talking about? Good Lord, help me, God.
She'll be the one that say 1 + 1 is 11.
God, good Lord. So, got to go ahead and let y'all know my man Yella Beezy.
What's good, everybody?
What's good, sweetie?
He's
Hey,
in the
how y'all
building.
Oh,
Good to
nothing
hear
much.
from you. Good to see you, man. You know, you doing all right out there on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot.
Some of the best tracks and rap songs I ever heard from the 90s came from the West Coast.
Yep, a lot of killing too.
Yeah, it's true. You know, y'all got didn't that issue with Drake happen in Cali?
Yeah. I believe that or Toronto, one of them. But I believe so is more Cali because you do have a mansion out here.
Good Lord. Hey, here we go. We had an East Coast, West Coast. Now we got an East Coast Canada. Good Lord. But look, so check it out, man. We gon' I don't know how deep you've been into this, but this shit here is sick.
Oh yeah, I've been keeping up with it.
Yep. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through another round of this information. And the next time I pause, I need you to tell me how you feeling first, okay? So
Man, first of all, that letter, man, that should have had a mistrial right there.
Yeah.
But the judge denied it.
You know why? Because the judge is highly conflicted.
Mm-hmm. And we know who's paying the
He's
judge.
highly conflicted. He has marching orders.
Mm-hmm.
Noobs, can you please find out if this judge is connected to Ann Donnelly?
More than likely.
Also connected to George Soros too, if you think about it.
Huh? Thank you, honey.
Right. So we're gonna keep it moving. We trudging on through this.
And Lynn Weber.
So shout out again to my boy and my brother from another mother, as he calls me, and I appreciate that. Unwoke thoughts, you know, for bringing this to us, man, because he's really giving it to us.
Because I won't pay for telling the truth. Well, you wrote this. I don't owe him, and I'll never give that orange turd a dime. Stormy says, yes. And you make fun of how he looks too, correct? Daniel says, well, he did it first. Nicholas says, well, how about this? You refused to fill out an asset form. Stormy says, no, I did not. That's false. Well, did you give an interview to Jeff Toobin and say you would not fill out the form? Stormy said, they asked about my daughter. Nicholas said, only her name. Let me show you exhibit J10-A. Do you recognize it? Daniel says,
this woman got receipts, man. This is
but Provoke. This the same woman that's calling this man a turd, saying she had fear of her life.
No, but shout out to Nichols. Nichols is tearing her up with receipts. I don't recall, but here is his email you sent, Heifer. For real.
And see, those are the things that Kennick was trying to do and wasn't able to do because it was sidebar.
Too many sidebars.
Absolutely, and that was absolutely illegal. It was crazy.
Yeah. Sure, and the Soros too.
Oh man, you better know it.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna keep it moving. We getting there.
This is an email from my attorney, and you only partially filled it out, correct? Objection sustained. Nicholas says, Your Honor, may we approach? They have a sidebar. Trump is sitting next to Blanche at the defense table. And now Nicholas continues and she says, show her a page. And Justice Bertrand yells out, take that down. And Nicholas.
Oh, but you didn't want to stop her from talking about CD sex. You didn't, but they got to take down this. Oh, shh.
She ain't even that cute anyway.
Woo! Judge Mershon, you ain't shit. The fix is in. I just hope that it's a juror on here with a heart.
With common sense.
With common sense to say, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. This was about bookkeeping. And they proved nothing.
Exactly.
They never connected Donald Trump to any transaction. If you wanted to get him like this, you might have wanted to try to do some Rico stupid shit.
I'm going to say it for him. Case dismissed. All charges dropped.
It needs to be. This
Should have
is
had a mistrial, man.
stupid.
Shit.
This is stupid. This is some kindergarten. Motherfucker need to go take a nap shit. Seriously.
Says, let me hand you this. It is only partially filled out. It asks income. You say unknown, right? Stormy says, I won't fill out info. That endangers my daughter. And Necklace says, well, it asks what cars you own, and you won't answer this, right? Daniel says, yeah. Well, you own a home, is that correct? No, I don't.
You have had 1,000 of them. Thousands of them.
And she talking about putting her daughter
and you ain't got no crib that you own.
And that she feared for her daughter's life. You started all this. Now finish it.
Oh my goodness! But the thing about it is, you was in the industry. You took Michael Avenatti to one of your AVN award ceremonies, and you won an award, I guess, for best MILF or whatever the hell, whatever you got for it. But at the end of the day, you broke. I know your motive. You living in an apartment. I know your motive. You want to move up like George Jefferson and them, and your couche couldn't do it for you.
She was trying to move up on the east side, but couldn't.
Because you had that west side.
Because you better stay on the downside, but you fear for your life. That's what you claim now.
Hey, she did this. I'll say this though, she did this shit to herself.
Roasted everywhere. She's roasted everywhere.
Now she let the government trick her like they tricked everybody else. Because she got some illegal dealings that she done did, and they used them against her and told her, you better get on the stand and testify.
And she finna break, and Miss Nichols is gonna break it down. Let's keep going.
Well, you tweeted out you made so much from adult films, you could just buy your ranch home. Daniel says, well, we didn't buy it. I would have to see the tweet. Necklace says, say no more. Here it is right here.
I love it. I love it. She clowning. Nichols clowning. She's like, I got you. Don't even trip. I ain't finna ask no question I don't know the answer to.
But see, Derek, you know what? That's why you need a woman, a real woman that knows how to deal with the hooker.
Wow. I got so much I want to talk about. We're going to hit some shit, but we're going to finish this.
Right here. Defense Exhibit J-17. You said, I just paid for my ranch. Stormy says, well, I meant rent. Next.
What?
Where you get R-E?
How you go
R-A?
from rent to rent?
Help me, Jesus. The lies. The lies.
She's blowing this whole case away.
The lies. Her testimony should have been impeached for all the lies.
Baby, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I'm having flashbacks. That's the same crap Azrael, Geronda Pace, and that other hooker down here in Houston. That's what they did.
I can't handle it. The lies.
They couldn't remember what the government told them to say, so Azrael just started saying what the government told me to say.
Oh, stop playing with me. This is goofball, official goofy shit. I can't even understand what's happening here. I do. I get it. It's the government trying to sully a man's character to inflame a jury. That's all that shit is. Let's keep going.
This is really. Right. Are you making money claiming to have sex with different people for more than a decade? So in other words, are you making a lot of money extorting people? Is that what's going on here? Daniel says, I make money telling my story. And it also costs me money.
You need to be next door to Michael Avenatti.
And this is the same thing they did to Kels.
Thank you.
Hey,
and
noobs.
And now they're trying to do it to Diddy too.
You've been pretty quiet.
Yeah, I mean, the shit writes itself, man.
I can't even handle what I'm hearing, and I've heard it before. But I'm literally listening with you guys, and it's like, wait a minute. You know, it's like a movie when you miss shit. You know,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you said what? What? Oh my God, this lady is insane. She is suffering from severe semenitis.
You know, and I'm really bummed that there's no cameras in the courtroom.
Look, let me talk.
You know why,
let me talk to you for a minute.
Because
y'all.
of all the face slapping. That's why
this-
everybody
this-
who's just
this-
going, oh my God.
When they're about to try to invoke a supreme injustice on people and on, you know, society and gaslight people, they do not have cameras in the courtroom because they knew the California fucked up.
Yeah, we are.
They fucked up when they decided to put cameras in O.J. Simpson's courtroom. They screwed up because we got to see a glove not fit.
And plus, they don't want us to see the foolishness. Same thing they did with R. Kelly. They did not want to see
if people had saw in real time what Stormy Daniels was doing on that stand, the whole country would have had a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like she said, what? She did what? Wait, what?
I'd just like to see, I mean, just the you know, the prosecution that, you know, was trying to beat her responses into her head and everything, and listen to her just get up on the stand and just diarrhea of the mouth. You know, it's got to be like, oh my God, oh, this is not what we talked about.
It's not.
But listen, noobs, listen. The ambulance chaser jumped up, and y'all can fill in who the ambulance chaser is. She jumped up, said, "Fuck this! I'm done. I ain't doing this. I'm firing everybody." Because they wasn't answering the questions the way they done approached them and told them what they should say and what they shouldn't say.
Because people don't even understand it. Don't get it twisted. A lawyer's interest is to win.
That's it. And that's all.
They want to win. You need wins under your belt. Losses don't do shit for you. You can't become attorney general taking losses.
Mm-hmm.
You can't become a judge taking L's.
That ambulance chaser jumped up in the middle of the trial and stormed out of it.
Which trial?
You talk about Allred, right? You talk about Allred. Allred, right?
Gotta be Allred because she's the only ambulance chaser I know about.
Right.
Who you talking about?
Gloria Allred.
Yeah, that's her. That's
Gloria,
it.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Gloria Allred, according to Andrew Wyatt.
Right. So let's keep the BS going so we can get up out of this situation. Here we go.
Well, didn't you speak with Gloria Allred? Stormy says, I told her I had sex with Donald Trump. And is this your book?
We just said her name.
Full disclosure? Yes, it is. And you say Gina Rodriguez set up a call with Gloria Allred. Yes. And you told Gloria Allred you did not have sex with President Trump, correct? Stormy says, no, I told her I did have sex with him.
No,
But
she
did.
didn't.
You say you left out sex. Stormy says, later I told her, but not in the book. I would not go with force, so I said no. Necklace says, you're just making this up now, aren't you? Daniel says, I didn't trust her. So Daniel's story is like flip-flopping and changing like crazy. Necklace said, it taught you if you want to make money off of President Trump, you have to claim sex. Daniel says, no, but it seems to be that way. But when you spoke with InTouch, you were trying to sell the story.
Oh my
right?
God.
Yes. And at the same time, you were telling InTouch you had sex with President Trump while threatening to sue the dirty.com to take it down. Stormy says, well, the dirty.com.
What type of double up flip shit was she on? That's some flip shit. Like you playing both ends against the middle.
No, that hooker is on that good stuff. She own that stuff, y'all. I promise y'all.
Yeah.
She looked like
And
it
I'm
too.
gonna tell the people that's listening right now, y'all better test her for drugs on tomorrow.
Man, swear.
We ain't gonna
Crazy.
test her for drugs.
Good Lord. I'm like, she's sitting up here just painting a scene, spinning a bullshit narrative, and it makes no sense. It's like, what the hell?
Okay, but you have no money. You have no money. You broke. Who paid for you to get there? We did.
Right. We got 4 more minutes. This is some shit. You got to really stop because she's saying BS.
It's some good
BS,
shit.
man. It's stinking in here because of all the BS that I'm hearing. Oh God.
Happened after the parking lot threat. Necklace says, well, are you sure? Necklace continues, you were saying it was while getting paid $15,000 to say it was true.
What?
I told you.
Repeat
What?
that one more time.
I told y'all.
This lady is killing her. Killing her.
Stormy says, well, the dirty.com happened after the parking lot threat. Necklace says, well, are you sure? Necklace continues, you were saying it was while getting paid $15,000 to say it was true. Stormy says, I did Anderson Cooper and they didn't pay me anything.
Lies.
We'll get to
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Lies, man.
They pay everybody.
Man, Anderson Cooper ain't shit anyway, so.
Yeah, he's a ginger boy.
He a Biden lover too. A Democrat lover.
Yeah, you know, hey. I
Eugene,
would
girl scared the shit out of him though.
You talking about Eugene?
Yeah.
He's like, okay. She's like, right.
We ain't heard from Eugene in a while. So she must.
You ain't gonna hear from her because she want her money.
Eugene is the Blair Witch. Facts. Well, not necessarily facts, but hey, if we was doing a witch hunt back in the day, they'd have been burnt her at the stake already. She'd be done toast. She's painting trees. She's a witch. Get her. Oh goodness. Okay, let's stay on track.
The In Touch was a 22-page transcript in 15 minutes, okay? After the threat, you went to exercise class, correct? Stormy says, I went to the bathroom there, waited for the next class. I was crying in the bathroom.
That a crying go.
It's not actual crime, but yeah,
they would have made it.
They told her to say that.
I was crying. No, you were supposed to start crying right now. You know, saying cue the tissue at this point. I was crying. Oh goodness. Oh, he threatened me. Oh.
Thank you, Jesus, for revealing the BS.
Oh God.
But I said my daughter had a diaper blow up. Now Necklace says, this is the first time you said you were crying. And Stormy says, I did say she had a blowout. She gestures at the jury. Now Trump's lawyer says,
wait a minute. See, that's that bullshit. I did say you had a blowout, but you didn't say you was crying. You stupid heifer.
This is like the same shit in the Johnny Depp trial too.
Yeah, it's looking crazy to me. I'm just glad. I'm glad Johnny Depp got out that jam, man.
Yep, and Amber's still doing movies, and he could barely get anything now. What a
because you know why? Because it's not is this one day people gonna wake up and understand this according to the starting with the Obama law. This is not the season for men.
Oh, propaganda law, yeah. He sure messed up everything.
Boy, I hated did it. Let's go.
Because you didn't even tell the father of your child, right? I didn't. And you said nothing until 7 years later with your daughter in danger. Stormy says, that's right. And you made up this threat to explain why you never said you had sex with President Trump, right? Stormy says, no, I said it on a radio station in Tampa.
What?
Isn't that what Mar-a-Lago, wherever the name of that place is at in Tampa?
I think so. or it's
Yeah.
Miami, one of them, one of the two. But the
Yep.
thing about it, you said on a radio station in Tampa. But let's what did you allegedly say? Oh my God, this lady.
Well, you told Anderson Cooper you'd never said it before. Stormy says, I was scared.
Of what?
Oh my.
Oh, I'm scared. Oh, see.
But both you and Michael Cohen hope to make money if President Trump is convicted, correct? Objection. Sustained.
Bullshit, Mershon. Because that's motive.
Now Nicholas says, well, you commissioned a sketch of the person who threatened you, right? Stormy says, Avenatti did. Now Nicholas, she's getting...
Same man that extorted Nike.
Yeah, extortion.
And the same man that threatened R. Kelly.
Yep. They talking about he had some tapes, but where were those at? Avenatti couldn't even prove a damn thing.
Remember earlier in the video, Derek, you talk about during the testimony saying that when she was talking about her book that Michael Avenatti was doing some editing.
Yes. Yes, Jay. Yes, Jay. Yes.
So that's his game. We gonna edit some shit and we gonna put I love this 14-year-old you know what on tapes. And I'm gonna do sketches of people that allegedly threaten you, just painting the scene and painting.
We're gonna tamper with these evidence and not give a damn.
Yes. Fruit from a poison.
We're gonna do some AI on these tapes.
Fruit
And
from
we're
a
gonna put our
poison
kid's face
tree.
right on it.
I'm talking about fruit from a poisonous tree that has decided that he wants to testify on the behalf of Trump. Because
but also said 90%
is BS
of Robert's this case against Robert is BS, and 10% may and may not be true.
Yep.
And Donald Trump.
And Donald Trump. So I need somebody to make this make sense.
Crazy.
And fed up with the witness. She's like, all right, I need to take a break. Merchant says, all right, let's take a break. And they're back. And Trump's lawyer, Nicholas, is continuing the cross-examination. And she says, in E, you were quoted, the story is, but didn't you say he vehemently denied to E hooking up with President Trump? Stormy says, I don't remember that. Well, you were saying that there was the article that says you vehemently.
Hold on. That's I don't recall shit. I don't remember that. I don't recall.
That judge needs to lose his license. Period.
Along with two others.
And Donnelly and Lina Weber.
Yep.
They need to go.
And whoever was judging and presiding over Mr. Cosby case.
Man.
And Harvey's.
And Harvey's.
The story is.
Yeah, so let's go.
But didn't you say he vehemently denied to E hooking up with President Trump? Stormy says, I don't remember that. Well, you were saying that there was the article that says you vehemently denied the story. Is that false? Stormy says, yes, that's false. Well, you told the dirty to take it down. Daniel says, I didn't do that. Keith did. He was Gina's lawyer. I authorized him to take it down. Well, in 2011, the story wasn't worth very much, was it? But then it was worth way more in 2016, right?
Due to
I set up a free press conference, but you never held it. You said you were threatened if you spoke, so you spoke. Daniel says it was a new ball game.
Oh,
a new ball game.
Around the time when Trump was getting elected in the White House, she had to come out with that story.
A new ball game. And y'all can't make me believe that Cohen and her were still in communication and still screwing.
Shit.
Hey, Jesus is coming. That's all I gotta say.
Cohen is Demetrius Smith.
All up in there. Yes, he is.
Yeah, Cannon was up on Demetrius big time. I read them.
This dude, and we gonna get into him. And I can't wait till he take the stand because I'm gonna light his ass up like a Christmas tree.
Who, Demetrius?
No, Michael Cohen.
Yeah, Demetrius number 2.
Michael Cohen.
Yeah,
Demetrius number two.
Yeah, because he's able to go on TikTok and say stuff, but they want to put a gag order on Trump.
Yeah, absolutely. We almost there, baby. We close. Let's go.
Well, in this text, Gina said, I have Stormy Daniels. Please read Dylan Howard. Stormy says, I denounced it previously. I don't want to comment if I don't understand what they are talking about. Necklace says, quote, she had sex with him. She wants $100,000. Stormy says, I authorized Gina Rodriguez to shop the story. I wanted to get the story out and make some more money too.
Ooh.
Shop the story.
Wanted a book deal.
Wait a minute. Shop the story. If you have been hurt, victimized, you've been just done bad, why are you shopping a story?
To get paid. Period.
Same thing with R. Kelly. Everybody.
Why are you shopping a story? I didn't know this was a story. I thought this was reality.
Exactly.
Along with the coochie for cash scheme, but no, that's insane.
Man, look.
The same with,
so they probably gonna end the testimony. They ended the testimony here.
Rashawn says, all right, we're gonna end here, and that's what we have for today, guys. Ending off the day with the cross-examination of Stormy Daniels. We will be back Thursday to finish off the cross.
And I guess I might be back on Thursday too. I don't know. Noobs, you down for a Thursday? Because Stormy got to get crossed again.
Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what comes out of this fruit farm before. You know what I mean?
It's good. It's about to be some shit because they haven't got into the two signatures. They haven't got into. Do you know anything about this man's bookkeeping at all?
Dude, and this woman, she's gonna have bags underneath her eyes in the morning. You watch.
Yeah,
they're gonna try to fix this mess.
Yeah.
Oh my God! If I was Trump's team right now, I'm hoping that they are putting shit together at this hour.
Baby, that woman is a powerhouse. I need to get her. She needs to. Yeah, I need her.
Ooh, she was asking the questions.
She cold, baby. She cold. She cold. She cold.
Stupid. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, this is a dog and attorney right here. I'm like, I like her. I'm like, I like her a lot.
See, she that kind of attorney would have set Nicole ass down. Nicole, sit your ass down.
Too fast.
Come out finding him guilty.
This woman is clearly and has been clearly trying to shop a story. All of this shit started happening in 2019 because you know why? It was the most vicious year of the
yes.
Woo! Man, tell me about it.
Me Too, Time's Up, all of them, Derek.
LGBT.
And they played on the emotions of Black lives, and it really wasn't no Black Lives Matter.
Man, they don't give a damn about Black people.
It was the most vicious year.
They ain't spent one dime to build a Black business.
You know what? I wouldn't be at all. I wouldn't be at all shocked if the U.S. Marshals would have to drag Stormy Daniels to court, kind of like they had to do Lisa Van Allen in the Chicago trial.
Lisa got caught in lies too, saying she was 17, but the woman was really 18.
And so was AZ. AZ was 18.
Oh, Azriel, yep.
Mm-hmm.
What made it so funny with Lisa Van Allen, when she finally did make it to court,
they got to drag her ass.
And Bonjean asked her about the fact about her not wanting to come. She said, "Well," and then she said, I guess she was trying to be sarcastic. Well, not coming to court and coming to court are two different things. Bitch, you was getting drugged off by the U.S. Marshals.
It's the same shit, my nigga. It's the same fucking shit.
It is, man. It's freaking crazy.
About not coming, not want to come. I mean, it's a. Ooh. Don't get me started on Lisa now. She blocked my ass on Instagram. I don't give a damn.
So, of course, you know that the left media has lost their minds.
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to this shit.
Yeah, the left.
They don't even know what to do. They compared this woman to a nun.
A nun?
A fucking nun. That's 3. I mean, I'm sorry, noobs. I know you told me to watch them about, but Jesus, a nun. A nun. Nun. She's had plenty.
She done had more Pee Wee Hermans than a.
As I talked to Nisi Mo and Noobs earlier, I was like, look, man, I gotta. There's some good stuff. Megan Kelly, she really, she's not a Trump fan, but she speaks truth, and she know BS when she see it. Oh my God! So I'm gonna give you a little bit of Megan Kelly. We're not gonna go all the way through because I got to talk about Fannie Willis.
Oh, I know about Megan Kelly.
Fanny back.
I got to hit Fanny. And we're running out of time. So let me go ahead and give you a little bit of this.
I'm not going to tell you about her walk into the courtroom and her taking of the stand. I'm going to let our mutual friend Lawrence O'Donnell, not true, tell us both about his impressions of her walking into that courtroom. Watch this.
The excitement and anticipation in the room hit a new high.
What a fake.
At 10:32 a.m. She entered wearing all black, as if on her way to a funeral. The loose-fitting, plain black.
Yeah, yours.
Black clothing draping from her shoulders to her toes suggested the modesty of a nun.
What a shit dick, man. This guy and Anderson Cooper must smell just like exactly alike.
A nun? How you gonna say a nun? This woman had more meats than Arby's, and you talk about nun.
Well,
more
10,000.
Hey Jay, more meat than what a meat market that I just left. Shit.
1,000 times 0 equals 0.
But what is Arby's motto? Arby's, we got the meat.
Yep.
And she had the beef.
I ain't never tried Arby's in my life, so
she's had white meat, she's had dark meat, she's had medium well, she's had rare.
And Michael Cohen has the meat sweats.
And the stinking meat, the funky meat, and every other kind of meat. And you think Trump finna touch that? Wrong.
No, hell to the no.
Good Lord. Okay, so let's keep it going.
The makeup was minimal, the way she and the other moms in her neighborhood might look when shopping at the local grocery store. The long blonde hair held up with a clip at the back of her head. The way it might be in a utilitarian way while she was doing dishes or checking one of the horseshoes.
Oh my God.
She was alone in the room with him that first time. This time, there were over 100 people in the room, all watching her. Except
oh my God, the drama.
You know what I want to say to all these adults who are in the news industry? What did you go to journalism school for?
Yeah.
This is a Mexican soap opera. You're not a journalist, you idiot. Why did you do? What compelled you? You know what I mean? Like,
was it to bust the lid off of stories like this?
Is it to just use nothing but hyperbole to essentially try to turn a zero burger into a double king cheese? Like, what are you doing? Like, where's your dignity? I feel this way about almost everybody in media these days. Why are you here? What are you doing? What compelled you to get into this business? What motivated you to get into business? What would your dad say who paid for you to go to college and then journalism school to see this sad sack on display?
No, it's so true. But they can't help themselves. This is their Super Bowl, their Oscars, all of it wrapped into the World Series, wrapped into one. And this, plus when Michael Cohen takes a stand, this is the apex of their event. They wanted to hear her talk about Trump and how brief the sexual interlude was, because they want to see him humiliated. This
Yeah,
is
I know.
it.
Of course it's it.
Humiliation
Michael
retro.
Cohen is a spastic nut job.
Yes.
Who I interviewed on my podcast once, and in the almost 4,000 podcast episodes I've done, it was the only time I said to a guest, I am going to hang up if you do not reel it in. Like, if you cannot maintain yourself, I'm going to hang up. And I have a long fuse for nutty people. I
think the record will reflect.
The record will reflect. I started off with my family, went into my friends, went into, teaching boxing, working on a construction site, doing Loveline. I've known a lot of nut jobs and have given a lot of leeway. Michael Cohen was literally the only person I've ever said, if you don't reel it in, because he was so agitated and kind of unprofessional and stupid. I said, I am going to hang up on you.
Wow.
It was a January 6th thing where I said, I think it was a riot, but I don't think it was an insurrection. And he started going insane.
Yeah, he needs it to be an insurrection.
He needed it to be an insurrection.
Yeah.
Right.
And the thing about Stormy, we're going to get to this in more detail with a full legal panel in a show we're going to release later today. But I have to say, the thing about Stormy is, what shocked me the most, she completely revised her account of the interlude. It went from this casual description back in, when she first came out with this publicly of, he was interesting and he was nice and, it was fine. He was a nice guy, to I blacked out. Her new testimony is,
oh, really?
The blood left my fingers and toes. The room was spinning and he was stopping me from getting out because he was sitting on the bed between me exiting the bathroom and the door, but in a non-threatening manner. Oh, and by the way, I didn't say no, but I didn't know how I got here.
Eugene Carroll.
I made. It's a bullshit Me Too revisionism, and everyone's
exactly.
Yes. Thank you.
Exactly.
And even though she said all that, I still got beef with Megyn Kelly. Because she had those lying ass accusers on her show in regards to R. Kelly.
But I wonder, how does she feel? How does she feel now that she have really seen the real truth of these people?
She didn't like Trump at first. Trump didn't like her, and she laid into his ass, and he laid into her.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get her change her mind.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so let's see. We're gonna go ahead and
Me Too is slowly getting exposed now. They've been getting exposed.
Absolutely.
They would have overturned R. Kelly's. Man, would have been exposed by now.
And what's that horse face woman name that started the Me Too?
KRS One.
Tyrannosaurus Burke.
Tarana Burke.
Yes.
Ugly ass.
Oh my goodness. Absolutely. So check it out. We're gonna keep it moving real quick.
Buying it.
Go through this with the Supreme Court Justice nomination and Blasey Ford or whatever that nut job's name was. Did we just go through this?
Yes.
I was raped in high school at a party at a house I don't recall with people I've never met.
Right.
Oh my God, you're a hero.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Right.
Doctor?
Yeah.
Ugh. By the way, can we knock this doctor crap off?
Oh,
you got to be a
thank you.
physician.
Oh, come on.
Sorry, Jill Biden. Here's the definition. Where's my camera? Is that it?
Yeah, that's your camera right there.
All right, I'm talking to my camera. Here's the deal with doctor. No more doctors for people who aren't actual physicians.
Thank you.
Now, Dr. Drew's a good friend of mine. It bothers him that everyone is a doctor now.
Yes, he's an
when he was a
actual
doctor.
MD.
So you want to know what the definition is? If you're on an airplane and somebody has a heart attack and the stewardess gets on the blower and says, is there a doctor on this flight? Jill Biden's going to keep her ass planted in her seat, right? Or what's she going to do? Read him a children's book? I don't know what she does, but the point is she's useless.
Yes.
That's the whole point. So if somebody says, is there a doctor on the flight, and you stand up, you're a doctor.
Agreed.
Other than that, I do not want you called doctor.
Preach.
It's got to be on a flight. You've got to be able to save someone on a flight.
You're right in my sweet spot here because the insistence by the White House to call her Dr. Jill Biden at every appearance.
I know, but it's all just part and parcel of the whole sort of ruse,
Just shows
right?
you what a small person she is.
I completely agree.
Who would need that? I mean, I'm a Juris Doctor. You should be calling me doctor right now.
Oh, I should.
Yeah, I should have been Dr. Wendy Burcham if you really wanted to pay me the respect I deserve.
You're right. We'll work that in post.
Doctor who? Wendy Burcham.
Yeah. I've seen Doctor Who. It wasn't that good.
Okay. Okay. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna pivot real quick because Fanny. One of the good things Trump has been having good news happen all day.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we got to get in the old Fanny ass. No, we're not gonna do that. Oh my God.
Yep. Pause.
So her and
Pause
Nathan
for-
Waters.
Yeah.
Pause for a little bit of vomit. So we're gonna find out about this Georgia case.
Oh, I've seen this earlier, yeah.
In the Georgia Court of Appeals has granted the defense's application for an appeal after, you remember back, go back to Georgia. That's Fonnie Willis and Nathan Wade. Remember them? Okay. They did absolutely nothing wrong. Trump's side is saying, we want an appeal. And the Judge McAfee had ruled that the special prosecutor, Nathan Wade, resigned from the Trump election interference case in Georgia. Originally, the judge had given the Fulton County DA's office a choice between having Willis remove herself or having Wade resign. And obviously, Willis didn't remove herself from the case. So that means going forward, the court is going to hear defense arguments on why they think Fonnie Willis should have been removed from the case. So there's no date on this yet. And this news about this willingness to grant Trump's Fonnie Willis appeal is just coming into us.
So one more thing to add here. Stephen Sadow just tweeted this. He's a Trump lawyer. On X, he writes, the Georgia Court of Appeals has granted President Trump's application for appeal from the trial court's order refusing to disqualify Fulton County DA Fonnie Willis. So it would seem that he's injecting a little bit of optimism into that X
Yes, and
message.
we're very fortunate. We have Alina Habba, one of President Trump's lawyers, coming on the show with us in just about half an hour or so. So stay with us. You'll get to hear her first reaction.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian.
Fanny is screwed, bro.
Shoot, they need to give Bill Clinton a trial.
Yeah. Truly screwed. You know, Fannie Willis does not care about anybody but Fannie Willis.
And the mighty dollar.
Fannie Willis doesn't give a damn about her people. I don't give a crap what she says in Atlanta, Georgia.
It's
because
so
Fannie Willis like to drink and party.
You know, it's so funny because she's from the hometown I was born in, Inglewood.
Okay, you know, yeah, she could be from anywhere because, you know, her father was a drifter that slept on everybody's freaking couch.
But she ain't shit out here anyway.
Papa was a rolling stone.
Wherever he laid his head was his home.
And when he died,
all they left him was alone.
Yeah.
Coyotes are howling tonight.
Hey,
Yeah.
look, it's
I love me some oldies, some shoot.
real.
Great
So
music.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna find out what she did the night that she was supposed to do a debate, man.
Who? Oh, Fonnie?
Fonnie.
Bad.
We're gonna find out, and we're gonna go to the most reputable news source that I know.
Oh, Puppet
Puppet
Master. You
Game.
know what? Let me subscribe because Derek, you got me want to start watching this shit now.
Puppet Gate, man. I'm telling you, they are one of the most reputable news outlets that I know of. So shout out to Puppet Gate. Love you guys, and we're gonna get it in. Let go.
You may pose a question to the corrupt, empty podium. Good evening. This is the debate for the Fulton County District Attorney. Let's meet the candidates. Christian Wise Smith is an author and an attorney. Fannie Willis has served as Fulton County District Attorney since 2021. She also loves Grey Goose, going on cruises around the world, and eating hot dogs. Nathan's skinless hot dogs, to be precise. Willis declined to participate in the debate and is represented by an empty podium with an empty bottle of the goose. Let's start with you, Mr. Smith. You may pose a question to the corrupt, empty podium.
Hi, Miss Moneybags Willis. My question for you is, where are you? I'm here because I care about the citizens and families of Fulton County. What are you doing to address the issues in the jail? The investigations against you by the Senate committee and the newly filed lawsuit by Maynard against you.
Meanwhile,
Oh no,
in
not
Miami.
a. Oh no, no, you got a bro. Oh.
Back Fanny. Back Fanny.
Oh man.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Puppygate.
Shaking her ass in South Beach. Damn.
No, I did find one inaccuracy. There's no way that Fannie Willis can wave her drawers around with just one hand.
And I hope Trump actually gets Ron DeSantis as his vice president, because DeSantis, he knows his shit.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Nah, they don't like each other, bro.
Well,
I think he gonna piss a lot of people off because with his vice presidential pick. I think that the lady, what's the lady from Hawaii?
Yeah.
Is that Kristi Noem?
Yeah.
She cute. I like her.
But I think it's the one from South Carolina.
Yeah, she cute. I like that gray streak in her shit. I don't know. It's something about that shit. I was like, girl, you rocking the shit out of that.
What's her name? The one from South Carolina?
I forget her name. I'm stuck on Kristi.
They don't like her because she shot her dog.
All right. Yeah, I did see that story.
Right. So once again, shout out to my people, my Puppygate. They're part of the fam, so I appreciate everything that they do. They bring the news, okay, in their own beautiful way. They bring it
comedy way.
In a way that make you pay attention because people like the funny. I hope I bring a little bit to the table too. So we getting to that point, that we're gonna wrap this thing up tonight. Once again, I appreciate everybody that came in, everybody who stayed, everybody who left. Shit, I like all of y'all because at least you came.
I should have came in earlier, but good thing I came.
Oh, absolutely, man. You family. You welcome all day long, bro. And if I ever get out to earthquake country, I'm gonna come holler at you.
Hey, I appreciate the love, Derek, and everyone. Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You a cool cat. You know what I'm saying? I love to see young people, or younger people than I, with common sense.
Yeah.
Are you still in Inglewood?
No, I'm in LA, but I'm in LA on this Slauson, so.
I mean, Inglewood ain't nowhere really from.
Yeah.
Right. You know how to crip walk. I know you do.
Oh no, I don't get down. I'm a.
You know how to see walk shit. I know how to see walk shit.
I'm a man. I don't get down like.
I thought they taught you. I thought they taught y'all that shit in school. I thought it was like in jail.
You try to do that in certain neighborhoods, man. They're gonna be asking you where you from. LA.
Oh yeah. I ain't never heard of no blood walk.
Well,
no blood walk. I heard the crip walk, but no blood walk. Nobody want to be walking through blood and shit.
Yeah, I ain't trying.
That's evidence. You don't want to do that shit.
I ain't trying.
So we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. We got about 5 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead for 4 now. So I'm gonna let everybody do their little round robin. Make that shit snappy, man. It's not like I gotta go nowhere or nothing like. Damn it, D White, you done came in all late and shit. Damn. But anyway, the show is over. Shit, you got to catch me on the replay, baby. But anyway, you know how we do it. We're gonna go ahead and get our people on out of here. We're gonna start with the last, and we're gonna end with the first. So Yellow Beezy, my boy, man, talk to me, man. Let me know how you feel about this shit.
Well, this case, man, is a mess, and they should have mistrial. But we all know how the judge is and everything. They don't give a damn if the woman lied or not. They just want to get this man in jail to make sure that he don't get in the White House. But when you do that, that poll number gonna go up more.
It's gonna be crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's
But
gonna be
God
crazy.
got the final. But God has the final.
Hey,
I like that, man, and that's the truth. It is the truth. It's the truth, man. Like I said, I always appreciate you, man.
Oh, yeah, anytime.
And, you know, anytime you get up in here, man, you bring the facts, and I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you know what? The enemy is trying everything he can to destroy this nation, but God is going to step in and say,
Yep. And like I said, hey, V White, I hope you rubbed that Apollo log with the like button on it when you walked in.
And they talking about Obama getting prosecuted. They need to prosecute him too for the drone strike.
Absolutely, definitely. Hey,
But
J
God-
Rock, man.
Oh,
J Rock, you've been quiet on me, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get us up out of here, bro. J Rock.
Dun, 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 dun,
And
dun.
I'm gonna go, and then I'm gonna let Jay go after me.
Okay, go ahead.
There
Go
it
ahead.
is. Go ahead, niece.
Okay. I just want to say I appreciate all of you men that's on here. I know it's hard looking at what you're seeing, but just know you guys are not in this fight alone. That we women are not just standing beside you, we're standing all around you and holding you guys up and letting you know that we're here. No matter the outcome, we're still here. There are some of us that may leave and some may fall by the wayside, but there are some of us that understand and know that only the strong survive. And Mr. Trump, President Trump, we got you. And no matter what the people say, we know the truth. I'm a woman. I know that I can see bull crap before it even get to me, and that's a lot of bull. And until we meet again, I need everybody to know the government is still breaking the law just to get a conviction.
Absolutely. No words better spoken. All right, J Rock, go ahead and give him the business.
So funny. You got the name J Rock from Watts.
Well, shout out to Derek, News, Nisi, Yellow Beezy, everybody on the panel. Shout out to everybody in the chat. The flock of fuckery continues.
No doubt.
It hasn't stopped. People thought that it was all fun and games when it was Bill Cosby and R. Kelly. And now it has spread to other areas, including in the levels and in the halls of government, which I'm kind of not surprised because I've told people a long time ago that R. Kelly was being used as an election tool and political pawn to begin with.
Same with Diddy.
We both been yelling at J Rock.
Yeah, so that is nothing new to me. And the only thing I'm still scratching my head about is the horse riding award. I have not lost for that yet. I am still on that. I'm sorry. What? Yeah. No. I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to ask a question. I ain't going to do it. Okay. What horse were you riding on? I'm just going to leave it at that. Let your imagination.
Jay.
Hey,
go. Lucille got that for you. She got it for you.
Oh no,
white horse.
Bring Lucille in this.
The white horse.
Derek, Lucille got it for him. Lucille can tell it.
She said, I got nipples on my titties, nigga, into my tongue.
And I gotta say one more thing. You know what's going on right now? Why does this remind me of the story of Moses and the Pharaoh?
Yeah.
Let my
the level of persecution and things that's being done.
Let my people go.
Hey, what's happening to certain people right now? Oh yeah, God's not playing with nobody.
Nobody.
He's not. He is not.
And he has not forgot.
And people need to start getting to know God now.
It's right.
Only few people can give you things, but know them for yourself.
All right, y'all. Brother Noobs, go ahead and give me your last before we ride out.
Well, I mean, y'all already know how I feel about it. And so, I'm just going to leave you with just a piece of my life story, for the next 30 seconds.
My story?
That's Steve Martin.
Okay. It was never easy for me. I was born a poor black child. I remember the days sitting on the porch with my family, singing and dancing down in Mississippi.
Hold on,
y'all.
Hold on. That's Steve Martin. No,
You know what?
Steve Martin,
If you
right?
guys haven't, if anybody in this chat hasn't, or on the panel hasn't, go watch The Jerk. Go watch The Jerk.
I've seen it. I've
Go
seen
watch The Jerk. And if you ain't got nothing else to do, go watch Blazing Saddles.
Oh, goodness.
Do what you got to do to get a good laugh, because truth be told, all the hilarious shit, if you really sit back and get past the humor, it's a level of truth. There's a level of truth, man. Truth is all in comedy, and guess what? That's why they get so offended by it. Comedy is the most honest thing in the world.
Yep.
And that's why they didn't like President Trump, because he made a joke about certain things that they thought that was just belittling, but it was a joke. Come on now.
What idiot would drink bleach? What idiot that's out here in the private sector would go and screw a Stormy Daniels? Not Donald Trump, not me, not you, not J Rock, not Niecy Mo, not Noobs or Yellow Beezy, and definitely not Mr. Provoked Thoughts.
I don't even want the hooker sitting on my couch.
This lady's 45 years old with bags under her eyes. I'm 45 years old with no bags. I got a whole lot of gray, but I'm cute. That heifer's not cute.
Hell to the no.
At all. She
got drippings going on. They better wash their feet.
She is extremely handsome, if you ask me. Hey, Noobs and Niecy, I'm gonna need you guys to stick around for a second, okay?
Gotcha, baby.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this live off, man. I love you guys. I love everybody in the chat. Thanks you for all that you do. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends. Post the shit on Facebook, Twitter, X, wherever the hell you roll. Post.
I already shared it on Facebook, so you good.
Absolutely. Thank you, my man Joe, for the cash app tonight. I love you, bro. I appreciate everything that you do. And we are going to go ahead and roll, and we're going to go ahead and get into my beginning and ending song. Love you. Peace.
Love y'all.
How long before we start up the movement? How long we gon' keep letting them do us? How long before we start up the movement? How long we gon' keep letting them do us? How long before we say fuck this piece shit and grab them clappers? How long before we lose our voices shouting Black Lives Matter? How long we gon' keep letting them disrespect our president? How long we gon' keep letting them terrorize our residents? I'm sick of this shit. It's word to Bernie Mac. How long before we police ourselves, take our own streets back? How long for Uncle Tom here and hate on this shit? How long before they take a shot at me for making this shit? How long I gotta wait for justice for Josiah Shaw? How long we gotta fake it till we can take it and whack them all? How long we not gonna make these youngers pull their pants up? How long we gonna keep letting them shoot us down with our hands up? How long we gonna keep killing our own and making these streets streets hot? How long will what I say to you stay with you when the beat stop? How long's your attention span? How long you watch the news? You ain't down to shake shit up with the rebels for the cause? I ain't talking to you.